What's up, everybody? It's week 5, day 29. Thanks for being with us on this journey as we move towards Easter. Here's our passage for the day. Proverbs 31, verses 8 through 9. Fascinating text. Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves. Ensure justice for those who are being crushed. Yes, speak up for the poor and helpless and see that they get justice. There ends the reading. Now, there's 3 fascinating insights in this passage, guys. Here's the first. God is calling out for all of us to hear that there is a such thing as people who cannot speak up for themselves for 1,001 reasons. And there is a such thing as people who are being crushed by injustice. And he says if you're confused about where you might find them, start with the category of the poor and the helpless, which is another word for the powerless, people on the edges of life, the marginalized. And the first thing God says is notice. Pay attention. Some of those folk are in our homes, in our families. They're on our jobs. They're in our educational context. They're around. Notice. Look for them. The second thing that he says is do something. The text actually says speak up. And then don't just speak up, but he wants us to follow it all the way through to see that they get justice, to ensure that they get justice. In other words, when you see people mistreated, do something. Call the police. Do something. File a report. Do something. Yes, be thoughtful, be wise, but be courageous. Do something. And as much as possible, follow it through until the mistreated are treated well. Do something. Why? Because God has deputized us. If you consider yourself to be a part of God's people, he has deputized and authorized us to represent God. Finally, I love this. No qualifiers in this passage. This really just trips me out. So here's the message from God to me and to all of us. Even if I don't like the politics of the folk who are being mistreated, I'm still responsible to do something. Even if I don't like their lifestyle choices, or even more, if I don't like them, I'm still responsible to do something. There's no qualification. Why? Because I'm God's representative. You're God's representative. We have a saying here at NBCC, everybody matters to us. Why? Because everybody matters to God. God, open our eyes that we might see, open our mouths, grant us courage, help us to represent you. Amen.